So this is take number 2 because the first one I had some shit on my lip and it was kind of distracting when trying to watch the video. Anyways, I'm making this video, all these videos, in an effort to practice video editing. I am using a program called DaVinci Resolve, and it's one of the premier editing softwares on the market, I believe. It's the same kind of software that you would use to edit a movie, a major motion picture, or post-production editing software. Anyways, it's really complicated and it's really capable also, but it's not like one of those like CapCut or Edits or something used to make a little short reel with. Those are really cool, but basically they're just templates made by AI that you just throw a video in and it cuts it up and adds some cool transitions. I like those. They're really easy, but in order to do anything on like a professional level, you kind of need to know how to use a good editing software. And I think this is one of the best, maybe. Anyways, so while I was editing, I made a video about something I'm doing at work. And while I was editing it, I was getting to the end of it and I was watching it all the way through. And as difficult as that is, you know your videos are boring if you can't even watch your own video all the way through. So I was trying to watch it all the way through, and I'd seen each part here and there, but as I'm getting about halfway through, I kind of realized that unless you have like some advanced knowledge of construction, or you are an HVAC guy, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I tried to explain it here and there while I'm making the video, but it just didn't make any sense. So that's one of 2 reasons I'm making this video now. And that is, 1, to explain what the hell I was talking about in the whole video that I just made. And 2, to help me in learning how to edit videos. Every time I make a video, I'm trying to add one more layer to it. I'm trying to get a little better each time. If I do 1 to 2 to 3 things different in every video, hopefully I'm learning that way. That's how I pick up things. And I just think if I make 100 videos and every time I do one, I do something a little different, a little better, hopefully by the end of it, I'll be either good at making videos or at least better. You may not even notice them, but to me, on every video, I'm trying to do something different or better. And that's why I'm making this explanatory video to add to the initial video that I made, to 1, explain it, what's going on, and to 2, learn a new skill on this program that I'm using. With all that being said, I'm going to now explain what I was doing. I built a store in Nashville, Tennessee for a company called Hermes. It is a luxury retail clothing brand, bags and luxury items. They sell all kinds of things. And here are the blueprints for the stores. This is a 3-story project, and this was the first floor. There's a basement, a first floor, and a 3rd floor, and this is the blueprints. This is the wall layout for the first floor. Main sales area, kind of. In the main sales area, they have this one little area right over here, and that is the show window. I'm going to try to zoom in on the show window and show you what I'm talking about. The show window is a window towards the street. It's on an exterior wall, and I built 2 walls around the outer edge of it. And there is also ventilation in there, air conditioning. There's 2 supplies to supply conditioned air to the space, and there's 2 returns to allow the existing air that's in the space to escape as we pump in the conditioned air. And that's how it is in all spaces, I believe. And so the issue they're having is this show window, which they keep really nice products. Some of their bags are $30, $40, $100,000. And they keep these in the window, and if the temperature isn't just right, it'll damage the bags or damage the visual displays. And they spend a lot of money on their visual displays. They're really important. And it gets really hot in there. I was in there trying to investigate the problem, and it was 30 degrees outside in Nashville. It was 70 degrees in the store, and it was like 95 in this room. And one of the issues, I don't think it's the sole issue, but one of the issues may be that here, these two walls that I built go all the way through the ceiling and up to the deck. And essentially what that would do is that would create a closed plenum above this area. There's nowhere, even if I pump the air up into that little bitty area that's above this room, if those walls are continuous to the deck, then it's not allowing the hot air to escape. If the room's full of hot air and I'm pumping in cool air in there, the hot air doesn't have anywhere to escape to. It goes up into this little enclosed room above it, and has nowhere to go. It's just in this sealed up plenum, and it's not conditioning the space properly, hence it getting too hot. I don't think that's the only problem, but they think that if they do go all the way up, I don't remember if they went all the way. We put up 100 walls in this place and a lot more stuff beyond that. So I don't remember if they went all the way up or not. I think kind of they do, but I think it kind of says on the blueprints to do. We'll look into that later. But if they do go all the way up, we can just go up there and cut a transfer. It'll allow the air that's getting trapped up there to escape into the rest of the above ceiling above the store, which is where all the other air is going. But we don't know if those walls go all the way up or not. So what we're doing in this video is we're going to go in and we're going to try to investigate. We're going to go in and try to get access. And access is a pain in the ass because they don't have any access panels up there. And we're just kind of lucky that there is one little hole in the basement that potentially I can climb up inside of and investigate. And if I can get up in there and I can get up there and I can get access and the walls do go all the way up, I'm going to cut them an access grill in there. And we'll see if that solves the problem. It's not going to, but we have to approach some of these things step by step due to cost and money and liabilities. So anyways, that's what I'm doing in this video. I'm going to climb up in this little section right here. So we're going to go into the basement, the floor below this. There's a hole in the ceiling in the stock room. I'm going to climb up in that hole, and we're going to go to the top, and we're going to see if these two walls go all the way up to the deck and create a closed plenum here. And if it does, I'm going to try to cut. I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there, but we're going to see. If I can't get up there, I'm going to stick the camera up there and make a plan. But that's what we're doing in this video, and I'll probably follow up at the end with another video similar to this that I'm doing to share our findings and the implications of those findings. All right. See you in Nashville. So, today is Tuesday. We are heading to Hermes in Nashville to, they're having a ventilation issue, and I've got to check something. It's really simple what I'm looking at, but the problem is access to it. There is none. In these luxury stores that we do, they don't want access panels. They don't like them. They don't want to see an access panel. Sometimes if we have to have one, we buy like recessed hidden ones that are like mud in. But anyways, I've got to figure out a way to get on the second floor, above ceiling, in the show window. Like I said, it's a ventilation issue, and access is a major problem. So we're gonna go out there and see what we can do to get access, and if I can get access, if I can even fit in there. I don't think I can. So there's a few things going on, but gonna grab some breakfast real quick, head to Nashville, and this is kind of like a urgent thing because we have a meeting, like the 3rd, 4th, 5th meeting on this issue today, this afternoon, and I really need to have answers for these people. They're tired of dealing with it, as am I. So like I said, gonna grab a quick breakfast, head to Nashville, and hopefully make all their dreams come true. So we are pulling up to Houston Street. That's the location of this project. It's about 15 minutes before 9. I'm supposed to get access at 9 o'clock. As you can see, there's still all kinds of construction going on around here. Oh look, they're building out the sidewalk finally. Well, they cut it up and now they're putting it back. That's Pasties. And there's Hermes. So we're just gonna park and wait. Is that seriously the parking job you're gonna do? Yeah. Here, I'll grab that. Thank you.
I'm supposed to usually wait for Jenny, but it's way too cold as long as you're here. You want to head down? And
Sure. Sign in.
Yeah, please.
I hopefully will be working all from down here in the stock room.
Okay.
Sort of.
So you just need access to that stock room?
Yes, ma'am. But I need to grab.
Downstairs?
Huh?
The one down there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Down here. And I may need to also grab the ladder. I don't even know if what they want me to do is going to work, so.
You want to sign in?
Yes, ma'am. Do y'all have an elevator problem?
Sorry?
Do y'all have an elevator problem?
Yeah. Let me explain to you in a second. Let me go open up
Sure.
the emergency
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
entrances, and I'll be right back.
So what they want me to do is climb through that small hole there and then shimmy up a whole floor. So I don't think it's gonna happen. I just don't fit. But I may be able to extend this up tall enough to see. Okay, so basically, this is their show window right here. They put displays and product for marketing purposes. I have to slide this out of the way very carefully so I don't damage the flooring at all. And then I'm going to try to sneak a ladder up in here. So now I'm going to try to take this camera, stick it up in the ventilation system, look from this side and make sure that it's, see if it's blocked off here as well.
I don't think all that furniture's gonna fit
Downstairs in here, right? Yeah, we're gonna get. We're gonna get first. I got time today.
Can I go out this door? Can I go out this one or?
yeah.
I've already signed out. I signed out. See you, dude.
Hey, take it easy.
Yeah, we go. That's it. Basically, I got up there. I can't really verify that it's open anywhere. May or may not be. To be truthful, I don't think it is. So that would technically make it. I got to look at the blueprints, but I got to fix it either way. But it just kind of depends on who's going to pay for it. But I just want it fixed so it's done. They're happy. It's off the plate. They don't have an issue. I don't like it to be my fault, but if it is, you know, we all make mistakes. If it is my fault, whatever. Okay, and when I say whatever, I don't mean like whatever, I don't care. I mean whatever, I just want it fixed. Really, whose fault it is determines who's going to ultimately pay for the problem, but I just want it fixed because the most important thing to me is a happy client. And now, you know, I'm trying to make this really quick. This video is already too long, but now I'm going to go home and maybe I've already finished the work. Maybe it's done and I'm just figuring out who's going to pay for it, or maybe I'm trying to figure out before. It doesn't matter. Like I said, all that matters to us as a company is fixing the client's problem and moving on to the next project, and hopefully with the same client. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to my office. Here I am. And then I'm going to pull up on my computer a program that we use called Procore. And I'm going to go to that project right here. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go down to drawings or blueprints. And I'm going to look for if this wall goes all the way up to the deck or not, if that's how it was supposed to be built, creating that closed plenum problem. And I'm going to go to architectural, partition details first floor, and that's where we're at. Partition details first floor. I go here. This is the area that we were talking about. I'm going to go to this area. I look around, I see these squares or diamonds or whatever they are, says 11. This says 10.2. That says 10.4, 10.1, and every one of these walls are different. And there's a description on another page that tells me which walls are built how. So these walls, both of these that I built, that's the window, that's the demising wall that was already there, but these are the windows that would close that air in here that we talked about before. So I'm going to find wall type 11. So I got to go back in the plans, and I got to look for where I would find the actual wall types. And partition details, A1.1.1. I'm going to go to partition details, and I'm going to look for number 11. That's 1.1, 3, goes to 5, down here. It only goes to 9. Maybe it's on the next page. Let's see, 10, 10, 10.3, 11, right here. This is our wall. And it looks like it is supposed to go all the way up to the deck to me. Continuance sealants, underside of structure. There's the ceiling. Looks like those were built correctly. Otherwise, it would look like this and show that it doesn't connect. Like I said, doesn't matter because I just want to fix it. But looks like whatever expenses we incur repairing this, I can pass on to the owner. And since I can prove that it was in a condition that it was created by whoever's fault it was in there, I don't know if it's architect, engineers, design, none of my business. But I just know I'm going to fix it for them, and I'm going to send them a bill. And hopefully everybody's happy. And that's the conclusion of this video.